Hey guys, welcome back to today's video. Today is Wednesday, March 31st, 2021, and today we're going to be taking a look at the New York Times interactive tool where you can actually be placed into random neighborhoods across the country, and you're going to guess whether or not they vote for Biden or Trump, whether or not they voted for Biden or Trump in the 2020 election. And since, we've been talking about politics for obviously the entirety of my channel, sometimes I do like to take breaks and take a step back and look at things like this because it is really interesting that they have this interactive, game, if you could call it, up, and I just want to go through it with you guys. So this is not going to be a political video, but rather just, yes, technically it is political because there's the Biden and Trump button, but it's just going to be for fun, and I think that it's just a nice break, and it is pretty interesting to see. So I'm going to go ahead and go through 21 questions here and predict whether or not these neighborhoods around the country I believe voted for Trump or not. And start off the bat, it doesn't tell me where it is. Obviously, I think that would be a dead giveaway for many instances, but let's go ahead and get started. So this first neighborhood, I'm going to automatically assume that it's Biden territory. It looks very much like it's in the inner cities. Definitely looks like a more well-off neighborhood. I can definitely see, I might actually, think that this is part of Washington, D.C., but I'm not seeing any D.C. statehood signs. There's a Biden-Harris sign there, which was sort of like a main thing. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead for this one and say, I'm going to guess Biden. I'm going to assume Biden. Definitely seems like it could be an inner city here. So let's see. So this was in Brooklyn, New York. Biden won here by 82 points. So 95% of people got this one correct. Let's see if we can get some more ones correct as well. So this immediately, based off initial glance, obviously the suburbs. Pickup truck might be an indicator for Trump, but not always the correct stereotype. Let's see, there's a cross on the door, which means religious voters typically skew to the right. Let's think here. But then also over there, we're not seeing too many houses. Definitely seems like the suburbs, though. And the suburbs did peel away from Trump, but I don't know if Biden won in this region. So you can't move around. Let's see, is there anything, any type of yard signs, any type of indicator? This is really cool, actually, just doing this. So you guys should go ahead and guess with me just to see if this is actually, right. So I am going to assume, I think I'm going to go with Trump just because I see the cross on the door. And, I'm not seeing many other signs of anything. None of those, no hate is welcomed in this home hate sign either, which those are pretty, common around the suburbs, in Democratic areas. So I'm going to go ahead and say Trump. No, I got that wrong. Okay. But Biden only won by less than 1 point. So like I had said, the suburbs did turn away from Trump here. I guess this one did defy my expectation. It was very close. Dang it. So I guess had this town voted 1% differently, I would have been correct. But I guess it is also a point to show that, maybe the suburbs aren't exactly as solid for the GOP as you might think. So let's see here. So I'm not entirely sure based off initial glance. Let's see. So multiple trucks. Well, one. And I think I saw another one. Oh, no, I didn't. That wasn't a truck. Let's see. This is interesting. It is really hard to make the determination. So I don't know. I don't think that's an American flag. Let's see here. Are there any other main indicators? I think I'm going to go with Trump on this one. I think that's just my gut reaction. It seems like this could be in like New Jersey, something that you would see in like a 1980s movie, like one of those neighborhoods where the kids are biking through. Let's see. I guess I'm going to go with Trump. Doesn't look like it's in a major type of city area either. So I guess like the further you get out, the more likely it is going to be a Republican area. I'm going to go with Trump. Yes, so Trump won here by 17 points. That was in Waco, Texas. Someone correct me if you know how to say it correctly. So this is based off initial glance. I'm going to automatically assume it's Trump country. It's the rural areas. I don't think much else needs to go into it, but I could be wrong. Let's see. So yeah, Trump won here by 52 points. It seems to be a pretty just obvious thing just because rural counties completely shifted to the right relative to 2016, which means it's even more likely. So we have trailer here, a truck. Let's see, any other trucks or indicators? Let's see, are there any yard signs out here? So what I'm seeing is though maybe it's Biden area just because of the different colored, well also, I don't know. I was going to say the different colored trash cans might be an indicator just because sometimes that is, the suburbs typically, but I don't know. This is getting difficult here. So I'm going to go ahead. I think that this wheel might be a giveaway for Trump. I don't know why. I'm just going to think that I would associate that with Trump for whatever reason. Let's see here though. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say Trump. Oh, wow. So Biden won here by 1 point. So I got that one wrong. It was, I guess next time I assume that it's going to be Trump country. I have to look at it and say, maybe it's different than what it was before. So I'm going to try to go through these a little bit quicker just so we can get through there. So this definitely seems like a downtown type area. I think I'm going to say Biden for this one just because it definitely seems like an urban setting, but it might not be actually. Okay, that's interesting. Peloton is here. Well, if it's Peloton, I'm going to go ahead and say because Biden is a Peloton that it's Biden. Yeah, so I got it right, and it's in Massachusetts, and it's in Chelsea, Massachusetts. So that's interesting that I got that one right. But yeah, so let's keep looking. Let's see here. So looking around, interesting. So pickup truck, another one. American flag. I'm trying to see if there's any like Trump signs because there was a Biden-Harris sign, or if there are any Biden signs either. Not seeing much. I'm gonna go ahead and say Trump for this one. I guess, yeah, multiple trucks. I'm gonna go ahead and say Trump. I think Trump. Yeah, Trump won here. This is in Colorado, Hudson, Colorado. Trump won here by 40 points. Next one. Okay, this seems like beachy type area. At least those are the types of houses you might see, but definitely not the beach. Definitely seems rural for sure. I might go ahead and say Biden in this instance just because it definitely, Trump, because it definitely seems like a secluded town. Okay, so we're talking North Carolina. Yeah, I'm going to say Trump. Oh, what? Okay. Well, guess I got that one wrong. Trump won here by 6 points. Ooh, this is interesting. Okay, so this seems, what is it? The vibe gives off like Reston, Virginia, Northern Virginia, those types of suburban communities that are like out in the woods. Might be, California or something though. And let's see. Clear skies. Google Earth. Okay. An RV. Okay, I think I'm going to go ahead and say Biden for this one. I think it's Biden, also the blue house, even though that's actually not even close to being a correct indicator. There are some, there's a truck over there and there's a truck over there, but that's not always my determining instinct. So I'm going to say Biden. Yes, so Biden won here, and this was in Kent, Washington. I was going to say it seems like California, but West Coast definitely seemed like the right area for it. And also, I guess, like, I've seen a few neighborhoods in Virginia that looked very similar. But, yeah, so this area seems like it's in maybe an urban area. You definitely don't see, all of these companies all together in rural areas. So by that distinction alone, I'm going to 100% go with Biden on this. I'm trying to see if there's any other indicators. Not really that it's Biden territory. I just think that because we're seeing all these businesses together, it's probably in a metropolitan area. Let's go ahead and see. So this was in New York, so I guess near New York City. But Biden won here by 34 points. So I got that one right. Cool. What is this? Okay, so straight off the bat, 1 RV, 2 trucks. Let's see. Definitely seems like, oh, wow, this is a nice house. It's really interesting. Or I guess there are 2 houses. Not sure. So let's see here. See red there. Obviously that's doesn't mean anything. I'm going to go ahead and say Trump because I don't see any indicators that it would be for Biden. It definitely seems like, rural and oldie type vibe, which just typically skews to the right. So I'm going to go ahead and say, Trump. Okay, got it right. It was in Jamestown, Ohio. Trump won here by 52 points. So we have 10 questions left. I'm going to try to speed run it here. So we have a boat, which might be an indicator of a well-off community. This definitely does seem like California. I could be wrong, but so solar panels again. I might be inclined to say Biden, but also, let's see, American flag there. Where those? So this might not be California. It might be like Arizona or something because there's a cactus right there with Santa hats on it. That's really interesting. So let's see. There's rocks. Okay, this definitely seems more like it would be actually Arizona type or sort of desert, so maybe Nevada. I'm going to go ahead and say Biden, though. I think I'm going to go ahead and stick with Biden just because I think that this probably is a well-off community. And, actually, that actually works against my point. But what we've seen is that the top 1% skews to the Democrats, but then the upper class skews to the Republicans. So I actually don't know. I don't know. I should have taken that into consideration. But I think the solar panels might just be small indicator that this might be a Biden territory area, but let's go ahead and see. So this was Arizona. I was right about Arizona, and this was Phoenix, Arizona. Biden won here by 3 points. So probably, I don't think that's Maricopa County. It might be. I don't exactly know where it is on the Arizona map. I know it's around that area. I don't know if that's exactly where it is, but I think it might be because Phoenix. So I've gotten 10 out of 12 correctly. So this area definitely seems like the suburbs, and my initial thing would be, Republicans would do better here. But I don't want to be wrong again, because I guess that both times I was wrong simply on the basis that, of course, Trump's going to do better in the suburbs, but, Biden ended up doing well there too. So I can't move around. I don't know which one I would actually go to, which one I would actually say. So I think I'm going to go ahead and say, let's see, no recycling bins, right? I think this might just be, I might say Trump, but also it might not be, because there are plenty of areas that could be like this that are just Biden. Okay, I'm going to say Biden. Okay, Biden won here by 5 points. So I was barely correct, and had I gone with my initial instinct, I would have been incorrect. So it worked out in my favor. Okay, so where are we? This definitely seems tropically, maybe Florida. Palm trees sort of give it away, but it could be, maybe in Louisiana. I don't think they have palm trees. I don't know. I'm going to definitely assume Florida, and for that reason, I think I'm going to go ahead and say Trump, just because he did better here. So we'll see. Oh, wow. Okay. Biden won here by 79 points. So I was right that it was Florida. I just didn't think, I thought this was maybe one of those counties that skewed heavily to the right relative to 2016 and flipped. But Biden won here by 79 points. So I actually got it dead wrong right in my tracks. But definitely seemed like Florida, which sort of gave off that Trump vibe just because he did exponentially better, especially in the area that has palm trees. So I guess I should have looked into it a little bit more. So let's go ahead and see. So this is rural area. I'm going to automatically assume, like I said before, that it's Donald Trump's territory. He did very phenomenal amongst rural voters. Very, very phenomenal. I'm going to say Trump. Yes, he won here by 41 points. This is South Dakota, Watertown. Let's see. 6 questions left. I'm going to try to do this. So it seems like, okay. It seems like we are in Florida again, I think. I don't think I'm going to be wrong. I think we're in Florida. So I guess, let's see here. I don't know. Maybe I'll go with Biden again. But I definitely think that they're trying to throw something at me where it's going to be Trump. But I'll say Biden. Okay, Biden won here by 3 points. Only 32% of people got it right. So I guess because I got it wrong the last time, I knew to correct it for this time. Okay, so this seems like, okay, definitely well-off neighborhood. Houses in the back. Seems like it's on, not the West Coast, but definitely seems like, it's hilly. Seems like that stereotypical suburb type of housing style, and just cul-de-sac itself. So I don't think those are solar panels. I think those are just windows. But I don't know if I would say Trump, because we have seen a lot of the expectations defied in the 2020 election. So I'm not entirely sure as to how I would characterize this. I think so. That's definitely on a mountain. So we're in forest area. It screams Washington, but it could be something like Vermont, you never know. Okay, I'm gonna say Biden, but it's probably Trump. Okay, so Washington was right. I said it screamed Washington, seemed like Washington, so it was right. So this is Biden territory. Interesting. So let's see over here. So, okay, probably another Florida area based off the trees. Could be California, but I don't think that they have these types of trees. I'm not entirely sure, but we see RV, pickup truck. Surprised they let that Biden-Harris side slide. So this also seems like maybe off the coast. I don't know if that's the coast or not. Interesting. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and say Trump, because actually no, I should say Biden, right? What I obviously I can't ask you guys what you think, but I'm gonna go ahead. I'm going to say, because it definitely seems like a secluded area, that Trump would have done better here. Oh, wow, this is Hawaii. I was like, is that the coast? I guess it was. So Biden won here by 18 points. I guess I thought it was Florida. I cannot believe I forgot about Hawaii. Such a beautiful state. Cannot believe I forgot about that. Okay, well, I guess I was wrong about that. Let's go ahead and see. So I've only seen a house like this in Virginia, but I don't want to assume it's Virginia. Like with that color scheme, exactly. So I'm going to go ahead and, this definitely seems like a rural area for sure, because it's like, seems like it would be, I can't see many houses over here. Obviously it's blocked by the trees, but that also is an indicator because they haven't been deforested. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and say, is that a fire hydrant? I'm going to go ahead and say, Trump. I think that this is Trump territory, but I might be wrong. Let's see. Okay, so Biden won here by 25 points. This is Wisconsin. So 38% of people got that correct. I guess I missed it. That's over. I guess I thought because, like, you can never assume that it's always going to be right. There are just general areas, which is why some of these are wrong and some of these are right. So let's see here. So this seems maybe like urban area for sure, actually, now that I'm looking over here. For sure an urban area. So I'm going to say for sure Biden based off that alone. I think that's, but also like I was just wrong about assuming because it's rural that it's Trump. Let's see here. So fines doubled. I don't know what that means. I mean, I do know what that means, but I don't know what that means in terms of politically speaking. I don't think we can see any Biden signs. Okay, so we have an American flag down there. I don't think that really means much. I'm going to say Biden. So this is Denver, Colorado. Biden won here by 71 points. I'm glad I got that one right. And one question left. Let's see if we can get this one correct. Ooh, so this seems to be okay. This is interesting. So maybe it's like on the suburbs outside of a city. Let's see. Craig McGee Bridge. I have no idea where that is. I'm not going to Google it because that would be cheating, but I really want to Google it. So interesting. Let's look around here. Sorry about that. I'm going to go ahead and stop that from swinging any longer. So seems like it would be like maybe like Pennsylvania, maybe in New Jersey. I'm not entirely sure where this bridge is. I don't remember. It sort of seems like a New Jersey type of area. Don't know when this was taken, so I couldn't really tell by the weather. I don't know. I think I'm going to go ahead and say, Trump, but that's just my guess. Okay. Oh, so this is Biden, and this is West Virginia. Okay. So, I guess it wasn't Pennsylvania. It wasn't New Jersey, but it was West Virginia. But Biden won here by 13 points. The first time that I've seen West Virginia go blue. So I guess that's interesting. So that's it. Let's see. I don't know if it says show me how you did. Okay. Let's see where this takes me because I'm going to go ahead and try to make sure this doesn't draw off too much. So it says that I'm a road trip veteran. I've seen some things, but I'm not in the top 25% or in the top 10% or in the top 1%. Dang, that's unfortunate. But hopefully in the future, I'm going to go ahead and do this in my free time to see if I can get it more and more correct and sort of draw some conclusions. But yeah, so I tried to speed run it. I guess I didn't spend too much time on each one. But yeah, so I got 71% of them correctly. And I hope you guys enjoyed this not so political type of video. And I think that in the future I might do something like this, but maybe not necessarily on this channel. Not entirely sure yet, but I'm glad I was able to take a step back from politics itself and focus on something like this. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure to comment down suggestions below. Subscribe on the left if you haven't already, and check out the Instagram and Twitter. At the bottom left of the screen, there's also a Discord server for you to go ahead and join. On the screen, there's a video you can watch, and then a playlist for my post-2020 election analysis videos. Again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all later today.